So Nadia, what's up?
We making money moves.
Who making money moves?
We making money moves.
You making money moves?
We making money moves.
We making money moves.
We making.
Hey guys, welcome back to Millennial Money Moves with Nadia. Thank you guys so much for all of your help. You guys have been so great in hitting that like button. It really helps me stay afloat and helps my videos get pushed out there. So you guys know what to do. Take a minute and hit the like button, the subscribe button, and smash that notification bell so you know every time I'm posting a new video. Now, I mentioned previously that I will be reviewing 3 of my top favorite YouTubers. That's Sain, Stock Moe, and of course, my mentor, Stock Up with Larry Jones. And I'm telling you guys which stocks they're recommending. I will be doing this regularly for the foreseeable future so that I can help you guys make money while also teaching you the basics of how to invest. So today, Sain, well, not today, but when I watched Sain's video, he talked to us about some good penny stocks to invest in. In his recent videos, he spoke about Organigram, their ticker symbol is OGI, Genius Brands, theirs is GNUS, Zomedica, ZOM, and Ideanomics, IDEX. Now, before I get into all of those, let me go back to penny stocks. So a penny stock is a term that I'm sure you guys may have heard before, and it really just means a stock that sells under $5. Generally, it's a smaller company, and it doesn't cost as much to invest in it. So I think this is a great recommendation for all those who are just starting out, because my thing is like, a lot of people they shy away from investing because they feel that they don't have enough money to invest. But with penny stocks, this is great. And I love Sain's recommendations. So let's get into those companies he talked about. Okay, so I said Organigram. That's OGI. That's their ticker symbol. And when he made this video, it was sitting at $2.32. And he thinks that we should hold this one until it's $4 and then we should sell. Organigram is a medical and recreational cannabis company. And Chris talked about how this stock was positively affected by Biden taking office. We don't really get into politics here, but it is important to know how things in politics can affect the stock market. No matter what side you're on, certain companies such as cannabis or EVs are really going to be going up because of things that Biden is for. So keep that in mind when you're doing your research. And then he also talked about Genius Brand. Their ticker symbol is GNUS. And this stock was sitting at $1.90 during his video. And he believes that we should also wait for this one to get to about $3 to $4. But he thinks we should hold it for a longer term rather than sell like he suggested with Organigram. This company is an entertainment. It's a children's media company that focuses on animated content, just for a little background. In my last video where I reviewed his stock picks, he talked about Zomedica, ZOM, and it is $1.89. It was when he posted his video. He thinks that this is a long-term hold and that we should hold it to see how much it can increase. He definitely doesn't suggest this as one to just flip. He wants to see how high it can get and then sell. He also reminded us of Ideanomics, that's IDEX, which we both talked about in a previous videos, but I'm bringing it up again because he brought it up again, and it's to remind you guys that this is still a good one to invest in. Now, I'm not going to get into more details about Zomedica and Ideanomics because I talked about it before, like I said. If you haven't seen that video, you should definitely check it out because these are 2 stocks that he recommended in the previous video, and he still recommends them. So if he's stressing them like that, I definitely think they are worth checking out. Okay, so let's get into Stock Moe. So Stock Moe talked about SPACs to invest in, and he thinks we are really going to like these. He focused on CCIV, Social Capital Hedosophil Holdings, VGAC, SBE, and CLII. Let me break that down for you. CCIV is Churchill Capital, and it was sitting at $34.65 when he was reviewing this stock. He thinks that it could go much higher, about $55 to $65. And if the stock doesn't increase, he thinks it could drop to as low as $10, which would for sure be a loss. And so it really just all depends on how well their company does with selling. So keep an eye out for this one. I'm sure he'll be updating us on what he thinks we should do, and I'll also be talking about it here. He also spoke about Social Capital head of Sofiel Holdings. Their ticker symbol is IPOE. This stock was $23.10 when he told us to buy, and he thinks that this one is a long-term hold. Now, in my last video, I gave descriptions of what the companies are, but these are SPACs, so remember this is pre-merger, so they don't have the goods yet. Sometimes you can tell what kinds of companies SPACs will become based on things that their CEO has previously owned or worked on. And this particular one does seem promising because this is the 5th time that Social Capital has had a SPAC. And in the past, their CEO has always been very successful. So I think this one is worth looking into. Another one that he suggested is VGAC. That's the Virgin Acquisition Corporation. This one was $16.04 at the time that Stock Moe was looking into it. And a few days ago, it had a big pop. Now, he mentioned that some people tried to day trade with this one, but he thinks this is one that we should hold. Virgin is an extremely successful company. I'm sure you guys have heard the name, like Virgin Hotels, or that's what I'm most familiar with, but the Virgin branded business has about 40 different things that has their name on it. And they're $1 billion company. Their CEO has been extremely successful in the past, and this one shows lots of promise. And then there's SBE, that's Switchback Energy Acquisition Corp. And when Stock Moe talked about this, it was $40.56. Switchback is having a big meeting on February 11th where they decide if they're going to be combining with ChargePoint, which is a very large EV charging station. Remember what I said about EVs with the new presidential election. Now, this could go either way and change the stock price, so definitely do some research on this one and keep an eye out to see what people are saying. I'm not a financial advisor, so I always advise that, yes, you can take some recommendations, but do your own research too. I think it's very important to keep in mind. And he also spoke about CLII. This is the Climate Change Crisis Real Impact Acquisition Corporation. Sorry, guys. This is a company that works with EV charging, or EVgo, which has a good chance of increasing over a period of time. Now, Uncle Larry, he also wanted to share VGAC with you guys. As you all know, he is my mentor, so this came directly from him. Uncle Larry thinks right now is a really safe time to invest with VGAC because their stock price actually just dipped. And so he's recommending that we buy it low because he thinks this is going to go back up. And so this is honestly a great opportunity for us to buy in at an even lower cost so that we can make some money. So again, to recap, watch OGI, GNUS, ZOM, IDEX, CCIV, IPOE, VGAC, SBE, and CLII. Thanks again for tuning in, you guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. Because remember, we making money moves. Have a good one.